Welcome to the Equity Team Podcast, where we provide Sedona, Arizona real estate insight to help you thrive during your next real estate transaction.
Hello, everyone. This is Martin Debucay with the Equity Team here in beautiful Sedona. And today I want to analyze a deal I found on the market and share it with you directly. And we're going to dive deep together. This particular house, if managed properly and done right, could generate from $200,000 to $250,000 a year in gross income. It has a really big pool. It has striking views and a lot of upside potential if you're willing to do a little bit of rehab. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to take a look at it together. So this is the map of Sedona here in the beautiful red rocks of northern Arizona. And we have Uptown over here. We have West Sedona over here. We have the Chapel area here. And over here, we have the village of Oak Creek. Now, the village of Oak Creek is considered part of Sedona, but it does not lie within the city limits of Sedona. It is within the county limits of Yavapai. And the most 99% of the village of Oak Creek has an HOA that protects it and restricts rentals to 30-day minimum. But this particular property here sits right on the edge and does not sit in the HOA and does not sit in the Sedona city limits. So it has a lot more lax rules when it comes to what you can do in terms of rentals and in terms of rehab and conversions. So we're going to take a look at it a little bit deeper together. It currently has 4 beds, 3 baths, about 2,800 square feet. And another really cool feature is that it sits on over 1 acres. That is pretty rare for properties here in Sedona. Usually we have lots that are a 1/4 acre or a 1/3 of an acre. So having an entire acre adds a lot of privacy, a lot of nature around your house and protects your guests and gives them an added sense of privacy when they're here visiting for vacationing in family with groups of friends, and they want to explore Sedona and all the incredible hikes and landscapes over here, and they come home and they relax and they're within their own little bubble, their own little universe. And that is really, really a huge selling point. Now, let's look into the house itself. It is really big, as I was mentioning earlier. It's right now 2,800 square feet of livable square footage, but as we're going to see, we can actually improve that. Now, this house was built in 1991, and the style reflects that. This is definitely something that you could take into consideration when you're making your budget for your investment. You want to allocate a part of a little bit of the budget to the rehab to make it to today's standards that people like to book on Airbnb. There's definitely some room there. Look at the views now that we have in the backyard. I think we looked a bit about it here and then a lot more here. It's like you're directly underneath the red rocks and you're surrounded by all these bushes and these trees, and the rooms are huge inside. Lots of windows. I imagine there's a lot of light coming in. There's a picture of the pool. It looks really, really big, really, really big. And some huge mature trees as well, all around the pool to create some shade in the summer. It must be really, really nice to chill around there. Some bonus rooms here, some balconies directly in the middle of the trees, no vis-a-vis with the neighbors. You're not looking into anyone's windows and they're not looking into yours. So that's a really, really positive, big positive when you're creating and when you're curating a really good experience for your guests. Some interesting features in the bathrooms, nice big rooms, walkways around. Wow. Again, the big red rocks, it looks like a different view than what we had earlier. So there's potentially a lot more views than what we can see in the pictures, and some really good design in the landscape. Another view of the pool. We cannot see it entirely, but it looks really, really big. That is definitely a huge feature, the pool. Here in Sedona, in general, on average, we have about 5% of the houses that have a pool. So when you have something like that to offer to your guests, you directly go above the competition. And again, like this house has so much to offer. You could probably fetch from 200 to $250,000 a year in yearly gross income if you really curate your experience well, if you design your interior and your exterior well, and you create an experience that your guests will not forget and will want to come back to over and over. Another view of the backyard here with the red rocks, really pretty. And I want to get to the pictures of the outside. There we go. Okay. So this is one of my favorite things to do in a property is um, see where it is that it can bring value. Okay. Where does the property have something that is not being used to its greatest potential? And garages are the perfect example because they are a really easy way to add livable square footage. And as I was saying earlier, this property is in Yavapai County, not in the city of Sedona. And the rules for converting garages are very different and a lot easier. So when you're going through your permitting process with Yavapai County and you want to convert some of that garage space into potentially one or two more bedrooms and even another bathroom, you'll then get to a 6-bed, 4-bath, and potentially adding 400 or 500 square feet, bringing the total to 3,300 square feet, which now, is a really, really big house and definitely stands out from your competition because of all the things that you have to offer. So what I would recommend on a project like that would be to potentially keep one of the space in the garages for a 1-car garage. Like you don't really need to store 3 cars in your garage. One is good enough. And then you could use this 2-car garage right here and convert all of that into an additional 2-bed, 1-bath. That would be a really, really huge advantage. And if you speak to the right property manager, if you speak to the right contractors, we have a network of people that do really, really good work and serve their clients well and provide you with really all the right tools to create a nice experience for your guests. So this was my little deal analysis of the week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak with you soon for some more. Have a good one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Equity Team Podcast. To speak with one of our top agents, visit us at owninaz.com. That's OWNINAZ.com. Or call us at 928-323-0031.